Today, baby 7 is getting his first home visit from Dr. Ersini from the University of Tennessee Knoxville. He's been home for, I think, almost 2 months now. I think he's like a week away from 2 months. So we're really excited to see what she thinks of his improvements, if there are any. He's grown a bit, his new routine. Now it is raining today. We had planned on giving him like a whole bath. So we just had to do like a little grooming session. We didn't get to do a whole bath, but she won't get to see quite what his normal day looks like since it's pouring rain outside, because he normally spends his day out in the pasture. But we're going to do some like radiographs, do some blood work, things like that, just so she can keep tabs on him. So let's do it. Oh, he's getting all the lovin's.
Don't you bite
all the
me.
Kisses.
Coochie coochie coo. Coochie coochie coo. Oh, if Jeremy the farrier was going to come.
I was hoping he would.
And that's where he would always every morning go up to him and he'd be like, coochie coochie coo, and just tickle him. And Seven hated it. And it got to the point where all he would have to do is be like, coochie coochie, and Seven pin his ears and like, come get me. Bring Jeremy next time.
His little routine is that we come in and we give him his little meds like early. And then we give him, like, if he's laying down, we just give him 30 minutes or so. And then usually he's up, though. Yeah. Honestly.
It seems like he's up a lot.
He's up a lot. He does not take midday naps. He does not, like, until bedtime, he doesn't lay down.
And that was the one thing, like, he won't hide how he feels.
Right.
Like, if he doesn't feel good, he just lays down. And
so we've really been paying attention to that, like, especially going outside. We were like, okay, if he starts getting to where he's sore on that, as level as we could make it, it's still not super level. So
when he came, he was below the level of my phone.
His butt?
His whole body.
Oh.
And I think he was top of my phone when he left, somewhere in here.
You think he's grown that much?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because he was like, his hip was...
I mean, no wonder.
Like at your throat, Zoe.
No wonder we were going to have to, we were splinting him weekly.
He's massive.
Because...
Have you upped your bute dose?
No. Did you think we were going to have to?
Well, I mean, I thought it would go with his weight and like,
oh no, we've kept it where it's at, because I was Beautiful. Like, if he can only, and there's been a couple days where like we forgot it at night or something like that. Like if I was out of town and the next morning he might have like laid down a little extra, but then like was totally fine. There's been, I think, 2 days total that I gave him a third dose because he I think that first time we splinted him ever.
Hey, come here.
I think I gave him a third dose, and then I realized he didn't really need it.
You can work just a little bit.
He does get like a micro dose of bute per day, and
you can work.
I love to hear that you thought I would have had to up it, and we haven't.
You can work.
He's very comfortable on the dose he's on. So we just started back with acupuncture, and I think that's helped him a lot.
It did really seem. We started that a month or two before he left.
We had to get on the schedule, so we couldn't get him in immediately. And then he's done 2. He still gets weekly PEMF. And the lady that is our chiropractic, she does acupuncture. And so she came and did him a couple weeks ago. She was like, I mean, I'll come out and weekly do him because she's like 5 minutes away. And it seems like it's really
I think it just keeps everything else at bay.
We did have a massage therapist come out for a couple of our like older horses at the barn. Do you think massage could benefit him?
It wouldn't hurt. I worry the only thing I worry about is like a true chiropractic adjustment.
I was going to ask you if his hocks looked better angular wise.
I mean, I think it's about where he left.
Okay. I'm just making stuff up then.
And I mean, I think every time he goes through a growth spurt, yeah, he gets a little straight again. So the fact that he's like 18 years but high.
Right.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I think he's got good angle given that. And then, I mean, just looking at him, he is built to be a little bit more upright. Like, that's just kind of him. So I think it's a little bit of worst case scenario. But, I mean, there were times he was so straight behind that right hind especially, we were like...
We haven't, I mean, knock on wood, we haven't had any back end issues. It's really been just the buckling while he grows.
But I mean, the shoulder
it does seem to me like he's probably like the day he gets his feet done, he's the least, like speedy.
Yeah.
And then like really since we've been doing the acupuncture, we've all noticed a big difference in his like just being looser, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, and that was the main thing we took it for, because he'd just get kind of tight,
Yeah.
fighting himself everywhere.
Oh. We can bring him out here on the mats if you want to see him on the mats.
We had the metatarsi fused before he left, right? Do we have films of...
Hi.
I've looked at his films so many times I can't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, he palpates good. It's
What do you
moving
think
good in
about like his weight right now? Because
him. He looks fabulous.
I would, you know, there's that line of like not letting him get too chunky, but like, you know, obviously not being too lean. And so it's like you can see his ribs, but then he's got this little bit of a belly, and like we've warmed him since he's been home.
Yeah, I mean, you could add just a tiny bit of alfalfa.
He gets his little like alfalfa ball during the day, so I might start giving him, because I've been giving her like the ittiest bittiest bit of alfalfa since she's close to foaling, and so I might start giving him like a little bit.
Just a little bit of protein, even more than the true calories.
And he still gets the like quarter scoop of the Essential K with all the stuff.
Every time we've talked about it, the one thing that I've been happy with is he looks happy. Like, that's all I care about through this whole process.
We talk about it constantly.
The same of like, as long as he is happy, I don't care what he does. I don't care where he is.
Because he sits there and he'll kick the thing because he wants out.
Yeah.
And then
with his bad leg.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, that shoulder must be trashed. He's just like banging the door down.
And then he's got this like flat little spot that we keep picked with rocks, and we keep seeding the crap out of it so that it stays like grassy. And then he's got the minis next to him, but they eat his grass, so they don't go in there with him as much because I'm already fighting to keep grass.
What did they say? He was not an active participant. That was one of my favorite team's messages. He was not an active participant in standing. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, you could inject this stifle as Prostride.
Prostride.
It wouldn't hurt him. You can tell him I'd probably do at least the medial and the femoral patellar pouch.
Did y'all do shockwave ever?
Yeah, we shockwaved his hocks and his fetlocks.
Because that lasts about, is it 10 days?
The analgesic effects will last 3 to 5 days, depending on who you talk to.
It's not like you could do it bi-monthly.
But as a, where it helps with pain in arthritic conditions is really treating the, see, that's more right front than anything. Treating the joint capsule.
Well, I'm trying to balance the, I get we're here for a good time, not a long time, and trying to make him as comfortable as possible with the longevity of it. So it's okay, does increasing bute do less harm, or does
it's a little window of what we had for 9 months of what's right and what's wrong. I don't know. So if they're coming out to sedate him, pull blood for Prostride anyway, you could put a kit in the right front shoulder and the right stifle.
When y'all did Prostride, did you lay him down?
No.
No.
The right femoral patellar joint was effusive enough. We just popped him standing. Sedated, a little bit of sedation with just a tail jack, right?
Yeah.
Maybe give him one last shove down the right path, and then we're on it until we're done. But I mean, he's never acted like his radiographs say he should.
Right.
And that's where it took us a long time to learn how to read him.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was my big thing when he first got here, and I was sending you a lot more videos and a lot more things because I was like, "This is normal. Is this how he looks? I don't know."
Yeah, and he was. I mean, even towards the end, we're like, I don't know, because he was still doing the basic things, and then just like you said earlier, it's like, can we make him better? Or, you know, in the back of my head, it was always, what's the enemy of good? Just trying for better. So do we derail the whole train that we've been on, just trying for a little bit extra when he's fine? Like,
right.
Again, not being able to ask him.
From what I've taken, he needs to be. So this is him without Adequan. So we could do Adequan. ProStride, he's about 3 months out, which I was glad to see that he's been this comfortable 3 months out.
Yeah. No.
So we can do both of those things. And then we just, like I said, got him back on that, like, acupuncture, you know, stuff like that. That just got back in his routine. Giving him a little anti-inflammatory, a little, like, the Adequan, especially with help him lubricate those joints a little bit, might help him out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just keeping the inflammation down with the ProStride.
So for his Adequan, is it in the sheet how much to give him, or is he?
We'll have to guess his weight again.
He's probably 500, I would say.
Yeah.
That was so awesome. You know, Seven has been home for almost 2 months now, and he really has settled into his routine. But, you know, he had this whole life at UT, and these people have been so integral in his life and him thriving the way he is. Thriving, I say, thriving for Seven. You know, Seven, we have to be realistic about a lot of things with him, and it's so amazing to see that the obstacles he's overcome have turned into him being a happy little guy who goes out and eats grass every day and, you know, has his routine and can be a horse right now. And so what we're going to do is do our best to supply him with the tools needed to continue that happy little routine. So thank you all for coming. We're eating lunch. We might do a little farm tour, go to the barn, look at the baby. So y'all might see some B-roll of that after this as well. But hope y'all enjoyed, and stay tuned for more updates about Seven. And I will put the link in the description. I always have a link up if you would like to donate towards University of Tennessee Knoxville research. There is also the Baby Seven Scholarship. When you go to their research fund, you can choose all different kinds of places to donate. So if you would like to, I'll put that link in the description as well. But hope you enjoyed.